Hey everybody, welcome back to DKC3, and today we are going to start the third world, or I guess really you could count either. You say the Cove is a little bit easier than the Factory, but you can do them in either order, so we're going to call this World 3 for the sake of argument.
I always felt this one was World 3, and I don't really know why. I think maybe the manual, or the fact that the player's guide put it as the third one. I don't know.
That probably has a lot of influence, yeah.
Yeah. I actually had the manuals for all three of the Donkey Kong Country games. Not because I even needed them, but because I liked the player's guides, I should say. Not because I needed them, but because I really liked player's guides as a kid. And
I was about to say, it's really good that you buy your games brand new, with the manuals intact.
yes.
Okay, so, welcome to the water levels.
Oh boy?
Yeah, so for better or worse, DKC3 quarantines almost all of its water levels into this one world.
Oh, just like how Tropical Freeze basically has them mostly for World 4 then.
Yeah, most of them are in here. There's a few outside. I actually really like the music in this level, in these water levels. It's really it's like really deep sea eerie style. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's got a very, it's kind of got a dark electronica feel to it.
Yeah, it's just, I guess atmospheric is probably the best way to describe it. I don't know.
But how does it compare to the GBA version?
I think the GBA version, it goes with a more almost like a tropical mix, sort of.
I'm trying to remember, I was just hearing it yesterday. I was playing the GBA version yesterday as well, and actually I think I started in World 4, but there was one level, there was an underwater level I played. It's definitely not the same sort of atmosphere. It's more happy, I want to say, whereas this one, as you're hearing, is more subdued, like minor key styles. Good job.
It's alright, there was a barrel right there.
It's like they knew.
So obviously, this level's gimmick is the BAZZA'S, these fish. They're not too difficult to deal with. But the setups for them just become more complicated as you go.
Yeah, the worst ones are trying to go down. Especially because they can get out of sync if you do it too early, and then they'll just they get a little bit out of sync, and so you'll get the first two will go normally, and then the two below them will spawn earlier than they should, or no, they spawn later than they should. So you kind of get stuck dealing with that. It's not a great thing, but it's okay, I guess.
He didn't have to tank a hit there to get to this bonus. You can actually get on guard in a little bit later part of the level and do a short backtrack for it.
That's okay. They said DKC3 is pretty good about dumping you right next to the barrel again if you fuck up.
Yeah, I don't think there's really very many instances of you needing to redo a level if you miss a bonus. There's a few, and they are very infamous, but for the most part, they are pretty good about it.
It's good that they don't do the thing from DKC1 where they just, once you go into a bonus game, you go right back to the start of the level.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the bonus game with the animals. It was only the animals games.
Was it? Some of them...
Because the other normal bonus games actually had predefined exit points that they would spit you out at. Still, the animal games doing that was really annoying. I don't know why the heck they couldn't just do it normally and put the player back at a given... Well, probably because... I don't know. I'm thinking about it from a programming perspective now, and it's gonna get boring, so we'll just leave it there.
They'd probably have to define a lot of,
custom entry points or something. It's probably just easier on their part to say, start of level, midpoint of level, and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a big theme you're going to see with this is that, obviously with a water level, you don't really have a whole lot of room to work with coin, so he's usually just tucked away at the end somewhere.
That's fair.
Anyway, another new gimmick, rocket barrels. And another new song, too. The waterfall song is really, really good. I really like this.
This, for when you said rocket barrel, I was expecting the retro rocket barrel.
No, no.
These are just, they're barrels that move up, and that's about it. The only difference is they always fire straight up. That's the only difference.
Okay.
They just look cool, and they have some cool sound effects and things like that. But otherwise, they are basically just barrels that move.
Yeah, the flip side, of course, is that this is an incredibly vertical level, and if you fuck up, you are redoing a lot of ground.
Thankfully, there's a lot of ledges on this level, so you don't usually fall too far down. But yeah, you do have to redo stuff if you fall.
I really want to like the concept of vertical levels, but just missing a jump is really annoying.
Yeah, vertical levels are hard in a lot of games. Even Mario games don't do them very well. Hell, the ones in Super Mario World are literally broken if you create levels outside the circumstances in which the original levels were built. They weren't really sure what they were doing at that time, I guess.
Yeah, wait, fuck that one up.
Not enough time.
Well, no, I slipped at the end there, but yeah, no.
Wow, that was a good fall.
But even beyond that, yeah, there's like the time limit for that is really tight.
What was it, 10 seconds?
15, I think.
It's 15 for the whole thing.
Yikes. And you gotta get 20 stars.
Yeah, and that's a minimum 3 rocket barrel rides, so it's... You don't have a lot of time to fuck around, and if you fall, you pretty much already screwed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you don't really have any room to, like, miss anything.
What? Oh, yeah, see, and then sometimes that happens.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
the waterfall things are interesting, because once you go behind them, it's like you've entered this entirely separate layer of the level, where you can't get out from behind the waterfall until you go to one of the pieces of land that goes behind it.
Yeah, basically you have to actively cross back in front of it before you can move again.
The foreground background thing seems kind of cool, although I can see it being kind of annoying.
Here's our favorite bird.
Oh, Perry, I love you so.
Thankfully, parry is not essential in this level.
What is Perry doing for us?
Parry sits above us at a specific fixed height, and can be damaged by enemies. So what you have to do is jump yourself in such a way that parry does not get hit by enemies, so that you can get whatever bonus parry holds at the very end of her section.
Oh, so we're doing an escort quest then.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
Usually parry's stuff is optional.
Usually.
I don't remember... Wait a second, I thought that barrel was on the front.
It is not.
I could have sworn that barrel was on the front. Oh, there's a bonus. I don't remember that bee being in the way, though. Huh. And here I just played the GBA version. Then again, that version does change a few significant things. Nothing significant that we'll see in these videos, but later worlds, I'm discovering, have some decent changes in them.
Alright, now where is... Oh, right, I remember this one. So this is one of the first one that I can think of where you have to abuse the fact that the barrel rolls slower if you throw it up.
You can also use the cannon, the barrel cannon that's sitting right there to rocket yourself all the way to the other side of the stage and past him.
But either way, though, the point is that you have to...
You still have to roll it upwards.
Yeah, you throw it upwards, and and then just run behind him one way or another. Anything up here? Yeah, there's an extra life.
And there's a crack in the floor. Probably a coin. Hey, we're gonna need all those coins to buy the shiny mirror.
So... this level introduces these fuckers.
Also the fish in the bottom. Has he? I don't think he has.
Yeah, he was in the level with the barrels in the second world.
So you're talking about the guys who like go across on the ropes too, right?
Yeah, I forget what their names are. I think they're called Clashes. I don't know. But yeah, they are set to patrol in this level along the ropes here, and yeah, they're made of TNT, so they will explode if you touch them.
Oh boy.
They can come in variable speeds. And yeah, don't fall in the water because you got angry fish in there.
You say later levels will introduce these guys
in a different mechanic.
Yeah, later levels they'll track you.
Honestly, I like them better in those situations because you can at least sort of control how they go. Because some of the situations in this level are quite tight on the timing.
Like that one, the one that I just horrifically fucked up.
It's taking damage saving time.
Rip Dixie.
There we go.
Yeah, these situations are...
Oh, no, don't, well.
Oh no! Kitty!
Yeah, if this level has one problem, it's that it's not always clear when a guy is going to suddenly come charging at you in your mid-jump. Thankfully, any bonus coins gotten, like DKCR and Tropical Freeze puzzle pieces, stay collected. So he doesn't have to go and do that bonus again.
I think that's actually true of every DKC game.
It is, I guess. But I couldn't... I for some reason thought of the main LP first.
Good job, you got the little baby killed.
How does it feel to be a monkey murderer?
He's a big boy, he can handle it. Yeah, this is another... This is not a hard thing to do, but more often than not, the challenge is not finding coin. Or, the challenge is not killing coin. The question is, can you get to him at all? Or can you get a barrel for him?
I don't think we've encountered it yet. I think we will in this level, but the barrels are not always in endless supply.
So hey, tracker barrels. They are exactly what they look like.
They're kind of neat. I think they're only used in this level. They could have been used in a lot more interesting ways later on. I don't really have a problem with them, though.
Yeah, the main thing about them is that they always track you and they always fire. Like, you cannot hold up for anything.
Yeah, they are auto-firing. There is just... they do have, limits. As you can see, like, he did a transfer.
Uh-huh.
But the limits aren't always... They're not, like, visible, so you just sort of have to scope out the limits as you go.
Yeah, see, like, that's the sort of thing you gotta watch out for with these barrels. Just...
Yeah, you gotta be careful on timing.
Yeah, your positioning is more important than anything else. You know, not that we needed that.
That balloon is not there in the GBA version. I went looking for it.
They can't have the game be too easy now.
Yet I still have like 80 lives in it. It saves lives between resets.
Is that bar at the corner new?
It was in World 2, but it is a water meter for Ellie. She can spit water out of her nose.
Oh, okay.
It was introduced in World 2, but in this one she gets the water from the waterfalls, which is kind of neat.
It's also subtly training you for the boss, but, you know, not that you would know that at the time.
Spoilers. They use the animal buddies a lot in this game for boss fights. Or at least more than they did in 2.
Yeah, I think they use them for about...
I want to say 2 fights, but I might be missing one.
At least 2. I don't remember if there's a third... No, the third one is not.
I think it's just 2. Oh no, there are 3. I say that and now I immediately started doubting myself.
No, I think it's 2. I think it's 2.
Alright, we'll go with 2 before we all make fools of ourselves.
It seems really weird that they replaced the zingers with, those BAZZA'S.
Well, yeah, but we killed all the zingers. We killed their king and their queen.
They replaced all the enemies here with different variants. I don't really know what... Like, in 2, all the enemies are pirate-themed and stuff like that. In this one, there is really no enemy theming, so it's more like 1 in that regard. It's just that they have the, like, enemy variety that 2 had.
Alright, so yeah, here's one of their favorite tricks. Get to the end of the level, and you get, like, with some condition, and you get 1 barrel. So, don't fuck it up. Fortunately, that's a pretty straightforward one.
Yeah. There are worse ones later on. This level's actually pretty forgiving in the whole vertical aspect. There's actually a number of platforms hidden below, like long drops, that just have barrels that shoot you back to the main sections of the course.
And just taking a quick look around, making sure there's no more...
Nah, it's just 1.
Alright, so Fish Food Frenzy is... This is a gimmick I don't like.
Yeah.
So we have our buddy here, and he follows us around throughout the stage, and he will slowly get more and more angry if we do not feed him. So if he starts blue, he'll turn purple, and then orange, and then eventually he turns red, and then he will attack you. And the way you fix this is by having him eat fish.
Eat the clownfish. But do not eat the urchins like that.
Yeah, if you eat an urchin, he will immediately drop a stage.
Oof.
And his timer won't reset either, so I don't know what his timing is. It's like 5, 6, 7 seconds, something like that. It'll just drop him and he will keep his timer. So you might go from blue to pink very fast by eating an urchin. Thankfully, the level places a lot of excess fish throughout it so that you can have a good chance of not being eaten. Additionally, if you do fuck up and he comes and eats one of your Kongs, I think he resets back to blue because he's satisfied.
Yeah, if he takes a bite out of a Kong, he immediately goes back to full.
Well, he could have gone like back to stage 2 or something like that. So
I don't know, these Kongs are much bigger than, like, the fish.
Additionally, if he starts going for one of the urchins or something like that, and if you can scroll him off the screen fast enough, he won't actually eat it.
No. Shit. I want you to bite that. There you go, buddy.
He's still a little difficult to deal with.
I can see that.
You gotta really... He's almost like Parry in that regard, because he's always going to be behind you at a fixed distance. So you want to, like, you gotta know how he travels, essentially.
One of these you can go...
It's at the end of the level, I'll tell you right now.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, one of those you can go up.
Yeah, I think it's the very last one at the end of the level. The only difference is, while he counts as a quote-unquote animal buddy, you don't get any bonus for bringing him to the end. Other than surviving the level.
Does that mean it's possible to not bring him to the end?
No.
No. There's just a big sign at the end that says, hey, congratulations, he can't chomp you anymore past this point.
Yeah, he has his own no animal buddy sign. You just don't get a reward. I like the concept, but he can track enemies a little too much.
Yeah, he's a little overbearing.
I mean, I can see that it's made to make it easier for you to grab the fish. Oh, good.
But then you have stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wait, where did he go? Come on, get up here. Alright, yeah, it's one of these. Is it this one?
It's the last one.
The last one, okay. This one. Alright, this one is an acceptable loss. Go chomp it, buddy.
Yeah, because there's a bonus hidden up here.
Does going into a bonus game reset his timer?
I believe it automatically resets him back to purple, but don't quote me on that.
I like this bonus game, actually.
Yeah, this one's pretty good because you actually have to use him.
Yeah, the only way you can kill enemies underwater without on guard.
There we go.
He's such a happy fish when he's eating properly.
And that's the last time we'll ever see him.
Goodbye, fish.
In this set of circumstances. And then, yeah, remember, coin is hidden in the end of the level because he can't be underwater. So look around.
Hooray, you found him.
Oh, we missed.
Okay.
Just throw from further back. Throw over him from further... Wait, how did it bounce back to you?
I don't know, but I got him. Alright, anyway. So that brings up the boss. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this is an Ellie boss fight. It's not a very good one, but... I mean, like, it's okay, I guess?
You better have a good control over that water spit mechanic, though. So, I think his name is Squirt, and he basically just spits water around in circles, and then you're supposed to hit him in the eyes with the water. Usually shooting at an angle is the best way to do it. You can attempt to do some jumps to hit him, but it's more tricky.
I remember this boss from Mega Man 9.
This boss is significantly harder in the GBA version because for whatever reason they decided it was a good idea to speed up the waters that he spits out. The water doesn't hurt you, but it does push you, and you can see you are suspended over nothing, and your platforms are pretty small. He very quickly becomes either really easy or pretty hard.
This boss is not hard, he's just very, very slow and tedious.
Yeah.
Because if you're really good, you can get all 4 eyes in one shot, or all 4 of the hits in one shot, but I am not, so I usually do 2 per cycle.
As I said, the water speeds up in the GBA version too, and to the extent that it was easier for me to just stand in a.
Oh no! Fuck!
Oh no!
No.
And then that happens.
Yeah. It was easier to just like stand in a corner and try to jump over the water because it was going so fast. There was no way to get around the whole arena.
I can imagine.
Yeah, this boss is bad. Okay, oh good, I got a good cycle there. Oh yeah, and don't jump too early either. That's another way to fuck yourself up.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Close. Since the boss can't actually hurt you, the only thing it can do is just shove you off the level, and it's...
I mean, if Smash Bros. Is any indication, then that can be kind of fatal.
Yeah, but in Smash Bros, they also beat each other up first.
I mean, that's true, but that's not gonna... It doesn't stop some people from, like, dying before, like, they can even land a hit within the first 2 minutes.
You know what? I'm surprised that they never put, like, a Donkey Kong Animal Buddy as an assist trophy.
There we go. Fuck off, boss. Anyway, for all that, we got a ski.
Hooray?
We got a flute. It looks like a flute or a clarinet sitting up in the item inventories. I had no idea what I'd gotten when I was a kid.
Yeah, so we got a ski. But a ski is not particularly useful, so we're gonna have to head to Mechanos here to get the second one. So we'll see you for that next time. Thanks for watching, there, guys.
Goodbye, Internet.
Take it easy.